Hey YouTube, Shukin Shinobi here with a review of the S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Fourze Machine Massigler from Kamen Rider Fourze, obviously. This is Fourze's bike. All Kamen Riders have a bike, regardless of how often they actually use them. And this is Fourze's, done up like a space shuttle, and it's actually pretty neat. It's one of those bikes where I kind of wish it was a little bit bulkier, like something like Machine Tornado or something like that, just because it does invoke a space shuttle feel. But regardless, the dirt bike style is completely fine with me as well. So yeah, the box is done up in the typical Fourze style with black and gold. Gold for no apparent reason whatsoever, with the bike and the base states down here. All the stuff it comes with right there. This was a retail release. Most bikes or vehicles and stuff don't get retail releases, but because of the fact that it is a main rider's bike from the currently airing show, we get the joy of having it as a retail release. So here's the Machine Massigler done up like a space shuttle, like I said. Very interesting sort of style. It's very light. There's no die-cast parts or anything like that. It's entirely plastic. You have the space shuttle fins back here, and then the cockpit-esque front up here, and that's really all there is. I mean, it doesn't do anything. It's got suspension, that's about it. That's honestly it. It hops. That's all it does. Alright, so it does come with some pretty nifty things. By some pretty nifty things, I mean not much. It comes with a stand, which is a little tiny thing that you just connect to the back tire. And now you can pose it without using the kickstand, which is helpful when you're emulating driving poses, since you don't drive with a kickstand up. So that's always fun. You get two hands, these kind of pointing with two fingers hands. They're not for gripping the bike or anything like that. I mean, I guess it could. If you want to get technical, you could be trying to reach for the brake or something. But, yeah. So it comes with these because it felt like it. It comes with the flash module. It doesn't light up or anything, which I thought would have been kind of neat. But, yeah, that can connect to Fourze's hand, which we will do in a second. Obviously, the flash on, flash off switches for the module, which is kind of funny because I honestly can't tell which one's which. I mean, obviously the switch is in different positions, but I forgot which one was on, which one was off. Oh well. The grips, these are a harder grip, which is a little bit helpful when you're posing a figure on there, to be honest, because they grip the harder plastic a little bit better than the softer plastic I found. So it's really up to you on which one you want to have on there. I'm going to go ahead and switch them out for the harder plastic ones, just because I like those ones a little bit better. I think they're easier to work with. I'm not a huge fan of the soft, pliable plastic because, especially in the summer when things get sort of humid, the softer rubber plastic tends to warp a bit, and I don't want that to happen. So here we have good old base states. He's like, oh, it's my bike. Uchukita and stuff. And his driver just fell apart. The rocket module fell off. So, yeah, the flash module, I'm going to need to take that off anyway. So, that just pops right off. That joint isn't quite loose yet because base states has been sitting on my shelf with the rocket module on since February. Or, yeah, February? Whenever base states came out. I think that's February. So here is the flash module in there. He's like dancing. He's like, ah, look at me. I'm crazy and my show's not that good. Oh, launcher module fell out. So here is the flash module. Like I said, it is just a flashlight or a probe or an SOS machine or anything else you can think of that you use a flashlight for. Very fun. I'm just going to take this one. I have no idea if it's the right switch. I don't particularly care, seeing as how the difference is Very, very minimal. Just like that. Again, these don't stay in there that well. I still am kind of miffed about that, but flash module, yay! That's about it. So go ahead and take the flash module off. Just going to leave the flash switch on there for now because really what's the point on changing it? He's going to need some bike grippy hands, which we unfortunately don't have. If you just have base states, you don't have any sort of like weapon holding hands because it didn't come with any. You know, it does show the hands that it comes with holding the bike, like I said it was. So we're just gonna go ahead and use that. For actual posing, I would recommend getting weapon holding hands from some of the states figures. I think Fire States and Elect States, I believe, both have weapon holding hands for the left hand. The right-handed one would be colored, so it wouldn't really be beneficial, but you'd at least have one hand that's can grip the bike very well. So we'll go ahead and just use these for now. So you plop him on the bike. Since he isn't going to be gripping this all that well, it actually holds quite a bit better than I figured it would. Still not perfect. Note that I'm very bad at bike poses, mostly because I don't ride bikes, so I'm not entirely familiar with bike stances. Plus, some of these figures just don't really allow you to get that great of bike stances, despite being people that ride bikes on a regular occasion. Something along the lines of that. He looks like... I'm not going to comment on how absolutely weird Fourze looks right now, but he's riding his bike. He's like, Nero Muchu Kita, blast off. And it actually holds, well, no, don't fall, fairly well. So yeah, that is the Machine Massigler. That's all there is to it. The Machine Meteor Star, Meteor's bike, is releasing in September, I believe. September, October. Tamashii Web exclusive. I guarantee it'll be the same mold as this, just with the new upper chassis. So look forward to that, I guess. Maybe. We'll get some Meteor action going on. But yeah, I mean, if you really like the bike, or you think it'll make a nice display piece to go along with Fourze, then by all means pick it up. Otherwise, I think if you don't particularly care about the S.H.Figuarts branding, then you're probably better off getting the FMC series, the FMCS, which is the Fourze Module Change series. I'd probably recommend picking up that version with the Power Dizer and such, because I feel like it's probably just as effective, just as cheap, and the scaling is pretty much the same. If you really want the S.H.Figuarts brand, then by all means pick this one up, but otherwise I think you're probably just as good off getting the FMCS one. So take that as you will. You can check out shugenshinobi.com for latest updates on my reviews and hauls, and of course check out Riders, Rangers, and Rebels.com, bringing you the latest token news in the craziest way possible. So take care, have a great one, bye.